Wow, it's so nice to see you again. And it's story time. Today, I will read you The Ugly Duckling. So, put your listening ears and let's get started. The Ugly Duckling. Quack, quack, said the mother duck as all her eggs began to hatch. She had been sitting on them so long that she had got tired of waiting. But at last, the shells started to break and fluffy yellow ducklings popped out their heads. The last egg was bigger than the others, and they all had to wait a long time before it cracked open. When it did out, came a funny little bird with stubby brown feathers. The other chicks looked at it curiously.
You've kept us waiting long enough.
The mother duck told the ugly duckling crossly.
Now we must hurry into the farmyard so that I can show you to all the other animals. What's this? Can it be a turkey chick?
Asked a hen, pecking at the ugly duckling.
No, because turkeys can't swim,
said the mother duck rather indignantly. The turkeys gobbled at the ugly duckling, and the pigs laughed at him until he began to cry.
I will run away,
decided the ugly duckling, flying over a hedge and onto the moorland where wild geese were living.
You're not a goose,
They said.
but we will let you swim in the swamp.
The ugly duckling was pleased until he heard guns being fired.
Bang, bang!
The hunter shot the wild geese and the ugly duckling hid, trembling among the reeds.
This place is much worse than the farmyard.
He said, suddenly feeling very lonely and frightened. Suddenly, a storm blew up and the ugly duckling looked for shelter. Then he saw an old woman's house. Come in and sit by the fire, she said. Perhaps you will be useful.
Can you lay eggs?
Asked the old woman's chicken,
No.
said the ugly duckling.
Can you arch your back and purr?
Asked her cat,
No.
said the ugly duckling.
If you can't do anything useful, then you are no good here. You'd better go.
They told him. So once again, alone and unhappy, he wandered off until at last he came to a lake where some other birds were swimming and playing.
I'm sure they won't want me either.
Thought the ugly duckling. But the little bird saw him and asked him to join them. So he stayed happily with the birds on the lake until at last their own mother returned.
Now she will tell me to go away.
Thought the ugly duckling sadly. Their mother was the loveliest bird the ugly duckling had ever seen, with white feathers and a long graceful neck.
Can the duckling stay with us?
His new friends asked their mother,
Of course.
said the mother kindly.
But he's not a duckling. He's a swan, like us. Me? A swan?
Cried the duckling.
How wonderful!
So he lived happily with his new friends, and he grew up to be the most handsome swan on the lake. The end. That's the story about the ugly duckling. I hope you enjoyed this reading. and see you again next time. Goodbye.